Your actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the featured contracts. And today's contract, The Secret of Sgail Island, set in Sgail. So today's briefing. 47, we have kind of a strange contract here. Our client, GT, claims that some ghost pirates kidnapped a governor. The pirates are part of an organization called Chuck. We don't have much intel. All we know, 3 of those ghost pirates are currently hidden on Sgail. Our client told us that the only way to see ghosts is in the darkness. So take a blindfold with you. Fight this scum and kill them. Good luck. And today's contract has been provided to us courtesy of Deju's. So today we have 3 targets available to us. All must be killed whilst disguised as the entertainers, and we can kill them and dispatch them any way we see fit. So for today's challenge, we will be starting at the harbour. We're going to be bringing with us a lockpick and a enigmatic gas grenade in a briefcase. Everything else is available to us on the map. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to remove our enigmatic gas grenade from the briefcase and then return it to the briefcase, thus activating it, saving us a little bit of time later on. We're then going to head up into the reception area where the bar is, and there are a couple of musicians playing just to welcome all of the guests. So we're just going to run ahead of everyone else straight up through the main entrance and then around to our right and in through the door just on our right here. Again on our right through the door and then around to our left, and we will find a locked door. We're going to use our lockpick to unlock that door, and in here we are going to drop our briefcase. We'll come back for that later, and we will also find an entertainer's outfit. So everything has now gone dark. So once we have our outfit on, we're going to make our way back out of the entrance and around to the left, where we will find a drain pipe, and we're going to ascend that drain pipe, and just at the top by the boxes we will locate a propane cylinder. So we're just going to grab that propane cylinder and we're going to drop it back down to the bottom of the drain pipe. Use instinct to make sure that you haven't alerted anyone. If you have, just wait until they lose interest before coming back down the drain pipe, and then collect up the propane cylinder. We're then going to take that propane cylinder and we're going to run all the way up onto the stage area where our first target is, and he is the entertainer playing the piano. So we're going to throw our propane cylinder underneath the piano, so about here. Now that has actually landed in probably the worst possible place for me in regards to taking our shot at it, because it's landed right behind the foot pedals of the piano, which means that at least half of the cylinder will be hidden from us. But once the cylinder is under the piano, hopefully in a slightly better position for you, we're going to retrace our steps back up to the ledge where we collected the propane cylinder from, and then up here we're just going to quickly use instinct to make sure there's no one else up on the stage, just in case someone came to investigate the noise. And then we are just going to take a pot shot at the propane cylinder, and then another, followed by several more, as this is, as I said, rather a tricky shot due to where the propane cylinder landed for me. So I'm just going to keep taking shots at it until I lose my silent assassin rating or I detonate the propane cylinder. I am running out of time and ammunition. So that's one target down. We are now going to go and retrieve our briefcase back in the little locked room here. So back in through the entrance. Be aware of any enforcers who may be now running around. Hopefully they will realize that that was an accident, even though there was bullets flying everywhere. We're going to retrieve our briefcase, and we're now going to head on to the crypt and the chapel areas, which are just beyond the Phoenix effigy. So once we have our briefcase, we're just going to head out of the suspect area while everyone panics, and we are going to make our way underneath the chapel and into the crypt area, where we will locate a couple of guards, and we need to get past them. It's easier to render them both unconscious rather than just avoid them, as we will have to come back this way as well. So once we get into the crypts, we're just going to once again drop our briefcase. We'll come back for that shortly, and we're just going to wait for the two guards you can see here. One of them has a cigarette and patrols, and as soon as he turns to walk away, we are going to make our way into the room and render them both unconscious as quietly as we can. So down goes the first guy, and then quickly before the other guy turns back around, because he does have a short routine, we're going to render him unconscious as well, make our way out of the hole in the wall and around to our right, and we're going to vault up onto the outer wall here. We're going to scoot along to our left and then up onto the helipad area. Try not to get spotted by your next target there. So we're just going to wait for him to lose interest, and then the two patrolling guards just behind him to move away, or at least have their backs to us. We're going to pull out our silenced pistol, and we are going to shoot the fire barrel that our target is currently standing next to, having a cigarette. Now unfortunately the shot will trigger a bit of panic, but once we've taken the shot we can then vacate the area. As usual, for the purposes of the video, I will stick around for the kill, and eventually everyone will go back to their usual routines and our target will come over for another cigarette. Don't you know smoking is bad for you? It causes fires and kills people. You really shouldn't do it.
Calm down. Let's check it out. Okay, man.
So that is two targets down. One more to go. We are going to retrace our steps back through the crypt and retrieve our briefcase, and we're going to head on now to our third and final target, and this is where the briefcase will finally come in handy. So we're going to select our remote enigmatic grenade detonator, and we're going to make our way up to where the gallery area is. Just be aware of the enforcer Archean guard. Don't know what that guy was asking for an apology for. I never touched him. He'd know if I'd touched him, he'd be dead. So straight through past the gallery, around the outside, past the funeral area, and in through the door on our left, and sitting on the couch here we have this gentleman here, who is our third target. So once we are stood next to him, we're just going to trigger our gas grenade and then make our way ahead of him into the gallery area toilets. And we're going to drop our briefcase here, we don't need that anymore. So our target and his companion will both get sick. Luckily our target comes to this bathroom, because his companion has gone somewhere far more public to be sick. And once the target comes in, we can then just drown him in the toilet. So, 3 targets taken care of. All that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape. and just to be extra safe, I am going to head for the only real safe exit for this outfit, which is the harbour exit. There are no enforcers to worry about along the route, so we can just run all the way there and to our awaiting boat. It's getting rather difficult on the eyes, all of this black and white. I really should add some colour. I do actually try that in the editing process, but it didn't quite work out. I will get the hang of the new editing suite soon enough, and you will see vast improvements over the coming videos. So there we have confirmation, all 3 targets dealt with, and a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.